guys, we are recording. So I gotta say the theme song. If you don't know the theme song for Latrell, the new visitor to the Market Show. The Market Show. Oh my God. Episode 3. Oh my God.
I think we hit a oh yeah last time. I think we were like Market. Oh yeah. No, maybe we didn't do that.
Oh
no.
yeah.
It just felt. I felt it in my spirit to do
yeah.
it. We have to get an official song. Something that's gonna be consistent key, in the right keys. We can hit the 3-part harmony too if we get it set up right.
Oh yeah.
That could be a nice.
Oh yeah.
We'll be coming for a Destiny Child's wig, TLC's
That
wig.
is the harmony. I think you do that. I'm with it. I'm with all ideas for the Market Show. So we have some awesome ass guests in the house tonight. Hey. Latrell. DeRay. Is that right?
I said or Ray.
Oh, are we saying Ray? Oh, is that your celebrity name? Or Ray. I've been knowing this man since college. I'm an old guy, but I went to college, so that's like a good achievement.
Major achievement.
But yeah, I've been knowing him since college. He's established marketing professional out here in LA doing his thing.
Awesome.
Doing his thing. And a great friend. Then I have Anthony over here, actor, writer, singer, Texas native, out here doing a lot of shit, being very litty all the time.
I appreciate it.
I bounce it off with my friends, but we got so much to talk about. Like we didn't see y'all like for a whole week. But we back, baby. Alright guys, so there's been a lot of stuff going on, and you know who we gotta start with first. Kanye West.
I'm a Yeezy. I like Kanye. I mean, I know a lot of people are hard on him.
It's not even hard,
though. A lot of people are really hard on Kanye right now. They are.
I mean, people are hard on Kanye, but last week I stood up for Kanye because he's from Chicago.
But what's hard on Kanye? That's what I want to understand. What's hard on Kanye?
Well,
but what's hard?
Well, let's just say the black community has turned their back against Kanye.
I can't say that though. The black community, some black people have, but
and to say they don't have a right to.
I would say many people in the industry are like anti-Kanye right now.
But does that not make sense why they are? You know what I mean?
I mean, they don't agree with his political standpoint, and I understand 100%. But I can always separate the man or the woman from their artistry. Like, I can literally, I hear Kanye goes on his rants and things like that, and I may disagree with him, but at the same time, I may believe he makes quality music that I can enjoy. And I just don't let that, intervene with me liking his music. Like, I may not agree with his political standpoint. That's not going to affect me at any point in my life right now. But
okay.
I mean, it's just me disagreeing with what he believes in. I mean, come on now. I mean, Trump is scum. Like, let's just put it out there. I mean, this is a man who is tearing families apart.
Go in.
Yeah,
go in. Please go in. I'm just listening right here. I'm soaking it all in.
I mean, he's literally tearing families apart, deporting people. Like, he's against brown-skinned people, And for somebody like Kanye, someone that we used to look up to, I guess when he came out, Kanye was pro-black at one point in his life. He was. And I'm not going to say, he got with Kim and he fell in the sunken place. I still don't think Kanye was ever in the sunken place. He just didn't really probably listen to people, but I don't ever think he was in the sunken place. But, again...
Kanye was definitely in the sunken place, let's be honest. And he likes to use it because he plays into it now in the media, let's be honest.
Oh, well, he definitely plays into it because he's like, I'm out, when he getting ready to give a grand speech. He goes, "I'm out of the sunken place now, so I can say something." I mean, that's just him playing. You know, that's just him letting us know that he listens, and not just listens, but.
This was over here laughing, so I know he has something to say.
Oh, I mean, listen, we all have our own opinions, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say. You know, but I think he with Kanye saying he's out of the sunken place. That just let me know he pays attention to social media.
He for president?
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Drops mic.
Yeah, it's just with Kanye, I feel like it, and it's like I want to support Kanye, you know what I mean? Because I feel like as Black people, I feel like there are a large part of us that want to support Black people in the media, independent, mainstream, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we want to support things that is I feel like something that's going to be reciprocated, that is going to be kind of like a 360. I'm supporting someone that's also going to be supporting people who's going to be supporting my community. So then I feel like when you run across somebody like Kanye, who I feel like we fight the fight every day to try to get white people or people just from different backgrounds to understand, to not to assume. So I feel like when you have someone like Kanye that gives ignorant white people that little gray area to limbo in, it's like, It was like, no, they've been in that fucking limbo long enough. I was like, we don't need to confuse these motherfuckers. Like, you can't be going out there saying fake shit. Trump did this, Trump is great, Trump did, and then now Trump, really, his dumb ass and his supporters really gonna think he great. And he goes, see, I told Black people, I knew they liked Trump. I knew they liked, no. Hey. Kanye.
There's a decent percentage of Black men that actually voted for Trump.
Which makes absolutely, but then that's at the same time, those men might not be.
They were scumbags.
And they probably were more.
They thought they were going to get a come up too.
They probably did.
I have friends that voted for Trump, and they thought they were going to like become millionaires or something instantly.
Yeah, well, I know there is definitely a significant amount of Black men that voted for Trump. That's 100%. I think it's about maybe you off with the numbers, but I believe it's between 5 and 10%.
Because like Trump is, along with being a racist, he's also a sexist, and sexist goes beyond being a racist. You know what I mean? That's on all races. So I feel like sometimes we do have ignorance of every race. You know.
There were times when Trump wouldn't rent property to Blacks, African Americans.
And this is something he went to court for, and that was settled in court. You know, like that's not even something that's alleged, like all the 22, 23, 24 counts of sexual misconduct that Trump has hasn't went to trial but awaiting. But that's something that went to court, and he has been, proven guilty of doing shit like that.
Do you think that's going to come back once I don't know if he's going to get reelected, but what if he isn't the president around, what is it, 2020?
I mean,
the next presidential election.
I really think Trump might get elected. Like, if we don't really stand up and do something, like I feel like on the ground where the media is not telling us what's really going on.
I agree 100%. I think he can. Listen,
that's why we got to vote.
I'm a fan of director Michael Moore. Michael Moore is usually pretty accurate when it comes to certain things, and if the Americans don't really get out and vote, Trump will definitely be reelected.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% sure. If no one stands up, if we don't go vote, he will be in the House.
Agreed. So you heard it first, people. We gotta go vote, and we gotta
vote.
Yes,
the midterms are coming like 30 days from now. Like, are y'all voting? Are y'all registered?
Gotta vote.
You know where your polling place is. Like,
and it's so fucking easy. It takes like less than 10 minutes.
And you also gotta know who you're voting for, because you can go to the polling place, but then if you're just picking random folks, That's not how it should be.
And then honestly, I think we need to be telling people to fucking vote Democrat, because I say that because, or just anything not Republican. Now, I say that in a sense because I feel like I am all for people believing in whatever party, whatever you want to believe in. You know, I feel like that is definitely, I believe in that practice. But currently, I feel like as the Republicans have showed us, they don't give a fuck about morals at this point.
You know what,
they give a fuck about power.
I wouldn't say all Republicans. There are some Republicans who are definitely against everything Trump stands for.
Yeah, I believe it. They're just not in the Senate. You know what I mean? They're just not in the ones that are in the seat to actually make decisions.
I used to be a Republican.
Many black people.
I was like, I feel like the morals of a lot of black people are Republican. No,
you're a Texas native. Most men that I know, men and women from Texas, whether black, white, they're Republicans.
I feel like the core values generally.
It's like poor and rich. That's not how I saw it. I thought it was values. Like, I thought it, like, abortions. Like, I felt like those things should happen. Because I was very, like, church-driven. I was involved. So, I thought... But I think, like, we shouldn't have a right over women's body, totally.
We should?
We shouldn't.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
Have a right over anyone's body.
I mean, and it's hard out here to bring a child into an environment where you just can't.
But to me, that should not even be a discussion. You know what I mean? That should not even be like, for that to be on the moral spectrum of if a woman, you know what I mean? I'm like, what?
It's the biblical aspect.
What is?
It's the biblical aspect of you killing another human being.
Don't get me
and
started.
That's where it gets. That's where the conservatives and Republicans, you know, they be like, nah, bruh, that ain't gonna work for them.
So, you used to be Republican, so are you pro-choice or pro-life?
I would definitely say that I'm pro-choice.
Okay.
Because I think women should have, you know, the rights of their bodies.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. That is a conversation that shouldn't even exist. Like, who am I to tell a woman what to do with, like, because me personally, I always looked at it like, what if I was a woman and what if I was raped by some stranger and I end up getting pregnant?
Yeah.
Like, just because the Bible says whatever, that means I'm supposed to keep this child. I disagree with that. Like,
And what if you don't even believe in the
like,
Bible?
I don't want this monster to, you know, who raped me to. I don't want to be.
People have to deal with that. I went to school with a girl.
That is mentally and emotionally, like.
You physically have to see this person
like,
every day. You have to move past it and say, "Oh, even though your father raped me, I still love you." And you're ever reminded of them, especially you have a boy. Oh, the face. This is the same dude that raped you. That brought a kid in there that you didn't want.
Yeah, I'm like, the circumstances are just unlimited. It's just like,
I agree.
It just should not even be a.
I agree. What if I'm not ready? You know, what if I'm not ready to be a parent?
I mean, people aren't ready.
Like, I do, like the movie Juno. Remember when she got pregnant and ended up giving the child
to the adoption people?
Right.
She was playing those people hard.
I mean,
those people. She was getting that money. She was like, I'm gonna check on that ass.
Dead ass.
Anybody you haven't seen Juno, please go see it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I fell asleep on it.
I fell asleep on it.
Yeah.
I had to, right?
It was cute.
I had to, and I was in college, and I was studying journalism, and I had to write a paper on pregnancy. So I focused on Juno. I kind of compared it to a couple of things, but
what did you compare it to?
Honestly,
you're taking over Hot Topics.
No, I'm not trying to take over Hot Topics. I swear. I honestly can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I'm sorry.
No worries. I mean, a lot of people can't remember. People like Brett Kavanaugh, he can't remember if he sexually assaulted Professor Ford. A lot of people can't remember. Speaking of Brett Kavanaugh, he's on the Supreme Court now. He got sworn in. What are your thoughts on that? And that sounds very broad. What is your take? Who do you believe? Do you believe Dr. Ford or do you believe Brett Kavanaugh?
Honestly, I don't think it's about who you believe, actually. So I may sound like a douchebag when I say this. But, so the Me Too movement is out. They're out to get everyone. everyone that did something, whether it's 2 days ago or 20 years ago, and I 100% I agree with their purpose on what they're actually doing. They're actually bringing justice to some of their actually enemies out there who have done like horrendous things to them. But when it comes to Brett Kavanaugh, however, it was like we were watching an interview and we were listening to someone basically tell her side of the story on what he had done to her. She was basically shamed, and that happened how many years ago? Like 20 years ago?
It was like 36 years ago.
It was like 20 or 30 years ago.
I think the point.
And my thing, I know what the point was about the whole situation was, on whether if this man was actually worthy of being sworn in the Supreme Court. But you're trying to hold something over his head that happened many, many years ago. That man. And my thing is this, he could be a completely different person right now. I mean, he probably learned his lessons throughout life, and, now he has children, and, he's probably not making those same mistakes he did when he was in college. So I think they were looking at is he qualified now based on what he did in college, like his college experience. And
I felt like that too, honestly. But I also felt that this is a lifetime appointment, so his whole life should be looked at. Mm-hmm. And I felt like that was, a lot of people had your thought, a lot of guys, like, maybe I was a little bit abusive when I was younger, because I was like, just playing around with a female. But Dr. Ford
that doesn't make it
forever will be, that's always going to affect her life.
Absolutely.
The way he treated her.
Yeah, she was shamed.
And because we let this guy get sworn into the Supreme Court with 3 allegations of sexually assault, and especially with the Me Too movement right now, it just told women in our country that y'all ain't worth shit. Y'all ain't worth telling us anything, especially when you smart as fuck. I think she's like a Stanford professor or something.
Not really, because look at Bill Cosby. I mean, this is just one of those cases where it didn't go in the women's favor. Now, there are many other cases that are out now, like I said, Bill Cosby, that...
That's a great segue. What are your thoughts on Bill Cosby going to prison and what he did? And a lot of people are saying because of he was trying to buy a major network. Yeah. It's when the Caucasian man went down on him and said, "We know you're dirt. You're not going to make that shit happen." What are your thoughts on that situation, but also a female's thought of, being raped, always having that experience, but maybe not even remembering it, but just remembering something happened. I was violated. What do you guys?
I mean, if you did something wrong, unfortunately, you just fucked up. So whatever that consequence is, like, 100%. Sorry, bro. That's just, no matter if you feel like they more hard on you because you black, absolutely they are. But it's just like, you fucked up. So
the system wasn't really, come on now. Like, we all know the system wasn't meant to protect African Americans.
Absolutely not.
Like, so seeing Bill go to jail, I knew that was coming. I knew it was expected. Did I want him to go to jail? No. I feel like he should have been like on house arrest. Like, I don't think he should have had any privilege. I think he should have had many of his privileges revoked. I think he should have literally walked around with an ankle bracelet on.
Because, I mean, he's like in his fucking 80s. So what's the point of sending him to prison?
Like, exactly. Like, this is a man who's in his 80s and who could die, like, within the next year. Like, so I don't think it was
just like
really,
stupid.
I don't think he should have gone to jail. But I do think he should have had some type of consequences happen in regards to, these rape allegations. Now, unfortunately, I kind of feel sorry for Bill. Like, his legacy is tarnished. Like,
yeah, they fucked his
everything
legacy,
attached with Bill Cosby's name on it is tarnished. Everything, what a different world, the Cosby Show, like those people were receiving residuals, right, from those reruns.
Yeah,
and then now they're pulled.
That's why he had to work at Trader Joe's.
Right, that's what I heard.
Bill Cosby stopped my bag. Like Nicki Minaj.
Like Nicki stopped his bag.
Oh man,
we need to hashtag that.
But yeah, I agree. Like I agree. If you're out here doing like harmful shit to people, like raping people, drugging people, like no, you should be brought to justice. Like something should really be done. But when it comes to Bill, I just feel like with his age and his legacy and what we know him for, it's just interesting how this guy was a positive role model on television, but in reality he was like considered a monster. You know what I'm saying? So
like in real life, like in
no,
I never saw it coming.
So you didn't think he was going to jail?
Well, I never. Like, okay, Bill
the entire
Cosby,
thing, or him going to jail?
Well, just watching him on the Cosby Show, his stand-up, his legacy, like he had a perfect reputation.
Yeah.
You know, things smelled like roses. Like, let's be honest.
Which a lot of these stars do. A lot of these stars have, like, ever since I saw the show Scandal. Have you guys seen the show Scandal? Yeah, I'm like, okay, great, yeah. I mean, ever since I saw that show, I'm just like, all these motherfuckers have fixers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers have fixers. So I'm like, all these damn cookie.
I'm not a big Terrence J fan. So what happened?
Terrence J got in an accident and ran the scene of the crime. That is allegedly what happened. I saw that recently, and that's why I was just like about Scandal. He probably was like calling his fixer-upper like, yo, what? I was a DUI. What do I do? I was thinking about that, and I was like, that totally seems like a scandal.
Like that's some shit.
You need to leave the scene and act like you were hurt.
Did he hit? Was it like a car crash?
I'm not sure. I don't know the full details, but I just know that he was there with his beautiful girlfriend, fine as hell. She's fine. She's fine. She got those pretty eyes.
Was that the Golden Barbie girl? They sit together? Or Barbie
fine.
Golden, whatever her name is.
She's fine. I was just there, like I wouldn't even want to like walk up to her because I'd be like, "You so fine." I'm just. Yeah.
How was your? I know we got specific topics, but you went to go see Angela Bassett, and you were like up close and personal.
Oh my god!
So how was that?
Her outfit was it.
Like I saw footage, but like you were up close and personal.
I was there. I had a freaking exclusive Angela Bassett. And you know, these hoes on IG, ain't none of them did a view, did a follow. She had an inspirational word. You know, people be hating on the internet. You know, hashtag stop hating. Okay?
Or hashtag I'm salty.
I'm mad. I'm mad.
Hashtag I'm salty.
She was beautiful, and she just had a great spirit about her. And
I mean, who wouldn't when you look that good? You know what I mean? My God.
She's gorgeous.
She's so professional. She gave us like a lot of tidbits, the things we didn't know about what's love got to do with it, her career, how she got started. And in Hollywood Confidential, they put it on. That's the group. So basically, they always put on events for just actors in Hollywood that's trying to get into business, and they have like someone that's doing it big, and of course Angela Bassett. You don't get it bigger than that. They had Tiffany Haddish before, and I tell you, she rocked the room. She rocked the room. Like, she was so amazing. To really only be a breakout star for like, she'd been out for like a good year.
Oh, but Tiffany?
It was like she'd been doing this forever, which we all know that because she tells us she's been on Ellen like, Ellen, I've been here, Ellen. Like, you know, she always does this go ahead. I'll be like, that should be so funny to me. Yeah, you guys gotta go to the next event. Hollywood Confidential, that was an excellent event, and Fox sponsored it. So, Fox, if you want to sponsor the Marcus Show, we get
Fox?
Well, you know, with my opportunity
Fox?
my opportunity that may be arriving soon, you know, one of my biggest clients will be Fox. So.
Hey, well, there is a way, and there is never a dream too big. You make your own reality.
Yes.
And I want everyone to know that.
Black people on Fox.
Black people on Fox. We got some some black people. We got
They
people
do.
on Empire. And
I
Star.
got
We got Empire.
That's a writer for Fox. He writes for
There you
Empire.
go. We
That's
gonna be on
good.
Fox, too. We ready. We ready, Fox.
Y'all still watch Empire though?
Black guy.
Half your
I
people
didn't
call
watch-
my people.
Yeah,
Fox.
all seasons.
I watch Empire. He's always supporting and I worked on this episode and.
I mean, yeah, Empire is definitely great to put on your resume. Absolutely, absolutely.
I can't think of his.
I just fell off after second season. I was out.
Yeah, a lot of people after the third season, a lot of people was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was
Second,
out.
it was like, all right.
Wait,
Empire.
what we're talking about, Star?
We're talking about Empire.
Empire.
Oh,
I never got into Star.
I like Star. Star is really like entertaining.
I was so on Star, and then I just like fell. I fell wayside to that shit. It's like you gotta be focused to watch these shows. You gotta keep up with the characters.
Yeah.
You gotta be invested.
If I'm sitting down for 20 minutes, I'm falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sitting down for 20 minutes, I'm falling asleep.
Me,
I'm out.
it has to be something like one of my favorite shows is How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm glued to the screen.
Fell out that too, but
Like,
fantastic show. Fantastic show.
Like, it's really entertaining.
It's a good show because
Like,
Viola is so good.
I love
She's too
Viola.
good for TV. But I wish she could come out with a movie every
Viola
fucking week.
is everything.
Whoa,
Every scene she's in is like captivating.
fucking insane.
Like I love when she does like movies. Like she just does.
She's just amazing. Anytime the cameras click, ooh.
Right, and she can play. It's interesting that she said she regretted her role on the movie The Help. I recently read where it was the way the women were predicted back in those times. I think she was against it. Or something. I'm not sure verbatim, but I do know she regretted playing that character.
I mean,
But for the most part, I mean,
money, she ain't giving that money back though. Let's be honest.
honestly, I mean, did she really need it?
I mean, she didn't get an Oscar for that. She got an Oscar for something else. So.
I mean, they were nominated. She was nominated.
After The Help, she got a lot of buzz.
She was
like,
she was
It's
nominated.
understandable being black and being a black actor in Hollywood. You don't want these type of roles that are like the maid,
Cliche.
Yeah.
Cliche roles.
Yeah, like I don't want that shit.
I mean,
Give me some serious.
if it's a
drama
great
role.
story behind that character, I would play it. I mean, if I'm playing, if there's like Spike Lee, when you look at many of like his role, like the crackhead in Spike Lee movies, they have like they're not just a crackhead, like they actually
They got like a
have
full storyline.
right,
Yeah.
a really great story behind that character. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play him. Like me, I wouldn't want to play the stereotypical black hoodlum guy,
Yeah.
gangster. I mean, I really wouldn't want to play that role.
Yeah.
Gangster would be so much fun, and I really
Being a
can't
gangster?
wait to. I have that role, like just having.
You have an inner
guns,
gangster in you.
Got nothing, not me. You know, like I would love to play a gangster and just have a lot of fun with it.
I mean, I like
So,
a gangster
look
like
me up
I like
if you're
a
watching this.
character like
I'm
Ghost when it comes to
I'm
power.
gonna roll myself up.
I mean, gangsters come here and there. There's some good gangsters out there, but the stereotypical gangster, like
Sure.
in the stereotypical black
Al
Negro.
Capone's, Scarface.
Now you got Ghost
Al
from
Pacino.
Power, who is a
Ghost.
educated black man.
Who is he?
successful.
Go.
The TV show Power.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to that either. My mom watches that. Yeah. I know a lot of people watch it though.
Okay.
Really
You can't.
good.
You're
You may,
I tried to fuck 50 for a power per hour, but all the nigga wanna do is talk power for hours.
we watch. What shows we watch? We watch Shameless. Oh, I love Shameless.
I heard that. I never watched that.
Watch How We Get Away with Murder.
I just started Grey's Anatomy.
Does everyone watch The View?
Oh,
Yes, I love The
I
View.
watch The View every day.
Okay, so The View. Let's talk about Meghan McCain coming back. How do you guys feel about that? Like,
I love
I
Megan.
hate
like
her.
Meghan?
I love Megan.
Megan's a bitch.
I love Megan.
Megan, but I've been missing her, bro.
I
think
felt-
the rest of the country been feeling this.
Like I liked
Is
Megan.
that a word to describe
But they
somebody,
missing her.
especially a woman?
But it's like I remember when John McCain was running for president and Obama was running, and Megan would go like you went on press tours or whatever, you know, campaign tours and shit. So she had interviews, and I would listen to her talk, and I'm like, wow, you know, I feel like we definitely have different views, but like her views come from a purpose. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like it's rooted in anything evil, and she's very like straightforward, and she's very fierce. You know.
She knows who she is.
But
she knows who she is. I mean, but even though all that's fine, but she's very rude.
I don't even feel like she's rude though. She just is she's very direct.
Listen,
it's piercing. She's very piercing.
She says she doesn't like someone, and they come on a View, and they're interviewing that person. She's very rude. I mean, it's like, come on now.
Because I'm like, if you coming on my show, I'm about to ask you some questions if I don't fuck with you.
The guy that got fired from the White House, Trump fired, who was doing the investigation.
Oh, it's a Comey?
The young dude that came with his
Mueller.
Yeah, is it Mueller?
Mueller or Comey?
Is it Comey?
I think it's Comey.
I think it's Comey. She hated him.
Mm-hmm, she hated him.
He went on a View. Oh my God, she was so rude to this man.
But she gives tough questions. Like,
it wasn't any tough questions. She just did not like him, and she made it perfectly clear. Like, I guess, you know, Whoopi speaks, Joy speaks.
I think it's Mueller.
They all speak, and then come on, as soon as it get to
because she felt like
she's mad spicy.
Because she felt like what he did. Because she felt like what he did was.
I read those. I will take my little precious black time and read those comments. And when I say about 99% of them are about Megan, how rude she is, how nasty she is, like a lot of people do not like her.
Yeah, they don't like her. Well, they don't like her because one, she had to take the conservative seat at the View, which is the most unliked seat at the View, you know? But I feel like, and she's just very solid in her stance, which I respect because I feel like she stands with purpose. But the reason she didn't like the Mueller guy or Comey, I feel like it's Mueller. I can't remember the fucking name. But I know what guy you're talking about. But anyway.
Slender, slim guy. Yeah, dark hair.
He had hella bags under his eyes. That's Mueller.
Yeah, I think
hella bags. But she just felt like the way he did things was just not, I feel like, sincere, because he like told things that while he was working under the president, you know what I mean, he told things that were intimate between him and the president, and she felt like him telling what he told him in confidence is like not being 100.
Like
she really didn't fuck with that.
Did not like the whistleblowers who, because if think about it, look at Trump's camp.
But it's like I get it, but at this point,
I agree. No one likes a whistleblower, but at the same time, Trump entire camp is falling apart.
Yeah. So
you can look at everybody from Omarosa on down.
Trump would say that's
fake
news.
Everything was
fake news.
All the whole camp has.
They're just all a mess. Because the leader is an absolute mess. How can you follow someone that is a mess? You know what I mean? Like, there's no one to follow.
How can you follow someone who has inexperience?
True.
When it comes to politics, period. Now, I do agree with Megan McCain when she was saying how she didn't like, I think it was Comey, whomever was doing the whole when Hillary was running for president, and next thing you know, they come out with, we're investigating Hillary and things like that. Now, I was against that. Now,
that was so stupid.
That was completely stupid. That was
to run the white people over.
That was really to hurt her chances of winning. I was against that. Now, I was against that 1%. You know, and I can agree with Megan when it comes to that. But a lot of times, I'm listening to Megan, I'm just like, oh my God.
I mean, but she has to have the conservative. So
now,
she got everyone. No,
I agree.
So she has to bring it.
Because most of the people at the table, most of the people, I believe, now there's a new woman named Abby.
I
don't like her.
No,
I don't like her. I don't like her.
I like Abby. Abby's fine.
I can't stand her.
Nice lips.
I really like Sarah.
Big, juicy
Sarah
lips.
was like.
I liked Sarah.
What's better than Sarah?
No,
looks, regardless of my own looks, but Sarah was
Sarah was lovable.
She was fun. She was the most understanding. Like Sarah was the most. She was very liberal, and she was the most like understanding to me. Like she talked about everything when it comes to like the gay lifestyle, and she was open when she was like like I look at women. I think women are attractive. Like she was more like open and honest when it came to certain topics that may have been taboo, and that is why I liked her. I really
the new girl, I don't like her.
She was a great asset to the show. I mean, she still does the voiceover, I think, when the show come on and things like that and introduce people. But she was definitely one of my favorites.
Sunny is my favorite. I love Sunny.
Sunny too, but
Oh, Sunny's spicy.
I love
She's
Sunny.
Puerto Rican?
I love Sunny.
Is that what we call it?
Oh, it's spicy. Oh yeah, she's Puerto Rican. Oh yeah, she'd tell you.
I love Sunny.
Spicy. She would tell you like that's what I am.
I love her a lot.
She's the one that.
She's the Puerto Rican.
Oh,
she's
absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I enjoy The View a lot, and we should really look into like trying to sit in the audience. Like that's always been something that I wanted to do.
We're trying to bring Whoopi Goldberg on the Marcus show. Okay.
You know what?
We probably could get her.
I would say for a year. I would say for the past.
For Whoopi because she likes weed. Okay.
I would say for the past 5 years, because Whoopi and I share the same birthday. So,
you and Whoopi Goldberg share the same birthday?
Are you Scorpios?
Oh my god.
Yeah. 13th
That's amazing.
13th of November. That's why I want to go on The View, sit in the audience, and get like Whoopi's favorite things. You know what I'm saying? Like she always give away like some of her favorite like things of that year, like to the audience.
It's never Carmex.
So my thing is this: since I share the same birthday with her, I always wanted to like sit down and have a conversation with her, like.
Oh yeah.
Just to get, she's very wise. Like Oprah has, if you ever watch the OWN channel, Oprah has like these docu-series of like celebrities that are basically talking about their stardom and what they've gone through and how they got to where they are. And when you watch the Whoopi Goldberg docu-series, it's really good. It's really
I bet. I love Whoopi.
I'm a big Whoopi Goldberg
I love you.
Yeah.
you just bring it on The View.
Absolutely.
Every freaking time. Sometimes you be cutting people off though. You need
She
to calm
does.
that down. Because you cut folks off. I said I love you, but now I'm mad because you be cutting people off. And you don't be letting people finish their statements sometimes. And that be pissing me off. And the rest of America. I'm not the only one.
Well, Whoopi's the like she runs that table, so she
run that table like a sergeant.
At least when she cuts off, I generally feel like 75-80% of the time, whatever she's cutting off, I agree with. So I'm like, okay, I'm okay with her having the last word.
But I agree.
Yeah.
If she had the last word, 9 times out of 10, I agree with you.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10.
For sure.
But sometimes it's that other. What's the new girl's name? Is it Abby?
Abby.
I can't.
And Whoopi is very. Whoopi did not finish school. Like she's self-taught.
Yeah.
Like she's highly intelligent. And especially when it comes to any fields, she knows American history.
So
she knows Black history.
On that, do Whoopi Goldberg. But have you guys been watching Wendy Williams? She just came back and she is killing it.
I haven't.
Doing a lot of hot topics.
What is she doing differently?
I just can't sit and watch people talk about stuff and don't know facts. It's just really hard for me to watch.
So misguided sometimes, Wendy Williams.
And I went and saw her show when I was in New York, and she works
there?
so well. Like I went and did one of the tapings. And she's so efficient. She's so, I feel like, professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just like the actual show, I feel like, is kind of trash.
Yeah.
Like the Hot Topics
And she's
section.
mad because she didn't run no Emmys, though. Like,
How
we
was
talk
it?
about everybody in the industry. We not going to give you no Emmy.
Oh yeah, everyone's not. Yeah,
Because people are pissed.
No, I
People
do.
are
I
pissed.
do believe.
The show
Well, I
is
don't know.
entertaining, though.
The show is entertaining, but it's not.
Entertaining.
But the quality of the show.
Yeah.
It's the quality.
I mean, she has the same setup. Let's be honest. Like, nothing's changed on the show but her hair. Like, remember she used to be like wanting Beyonce weave, and now she got it. She'd be like, "Who does Beyonce's hair? It's so good." Now she got it.
Yeah, I mean, Wendy's alright. I mean, I only watch if I watch Wendy Williams, it's just to see. It's just for Hot Topics. Like even when I watch The Talk, I'm not the big fan of the show The Talk, but when I do watch it, it's just to see the Hot Topics and what's going on.
Yeah, it's like I love Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood, she's definitely one of my favorite people ever. Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
She will rep Zeta to the day.
She will.
She's been repping Zeta every time I see a stand-up comedy of hers. She's repping Zeta.
Oh my god, she does.
Yes, Cheryl Underwood. One of yours, I was at a party and the Zetas were strolling past me, and I guess I was too close to them, and one of them actually like smacked me in the face. And I was,
damn.
I mean,
don't talk about the Zetas all bad on my show.
I'm not talking.
Come watch my show now.
I'm not talking bad about them.
You told the world they smacking niggas.
I'm not talking bad about them. When I think of Zeta, I just remember that is the memory that I get is when I was standing too close and I got smacked, and I was like, "What the
smacked up? Fuck out of here, bro."
Zeta.
Like smacking niggas. Smacking niggas.
I was mad as hell. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even break up this line because I want to break up this line so bad, so badly. Yeah, but Wendy's cool. I mean, I watch her. I mean, I am like again since I did study journalism, I do like to watch the interviewing process that goes on with between her and whatever guest is on the show, but for the most part, it's cool.
Speaking of things that are cool right now, or not cool, have you guys been watching what happened to Laquan? What was this dude's name?
Oh, the young kid that was shot down in the middle of the street.
Yeah, Laquan McDonald.
Yeah, I'm glad justice was served.
You think justice was served?
I think the guy was served. I think he's going to die in jail.
Yeah, he's going to prison.
I think he'll die in jail. I think someone is really going to hurt him.
Oh, he's actually going to prison?
Oh, yeah. He was found guilty.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
someone probably...
Yes! A cop found guilty! Yes!
Finally!
Finally, America! You have did it!
It's like,
yeah,
sorry.
I really feel like someone, he's found guilty, he's going to prison, someone will probably retaliate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I really believe. Because imagine, we don't hear many stories of cops going to jail. Now, a cop is going to be, a cop is actually going to prison. And I'm pretty sure that the inmates are going to be waiting.
They don't get his ass.
Oh,
he's fucked, bro.
Because I'm a proud Christian. I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But what you reap is what you sow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
It's like, oh, that sucks, but too bad you fucked up. So, good luck.
He did. I mean, I remember seeing that kid shot down in the middle of the street, and I was like, what the fuck? Like he's just
shot down.
He's
in the
literally
of the
just
street.
walking across the street, and he's just shot down.
I just don't get it. What goes to them? They're like, "Oh, I want to shoot today." Boom. Like, why did you do that, sir?
I mean, they did that. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, but Trayvon Martin is a perfect example with the hoodie. Mm-hmm. Sandra Bland was a whole different situation, but they killed her in freaking jail.
Oh yeah, there's no way she committed suicide.
She was not the type to commit suicide.
There's no way.
Sarah Bland? She been doing these motivational videos, and she was so into herself to ever make that happen. But you just never know. But I don't believe it honestly that she killed herself.
Yeah, that story is still wild.
There's just too many stories where black and brown people are out here, and the police is taking advantage of us. And it goes down to the history of what the police was there for. The police was made to catch slaves, and they're still trying to do that shit today. And that's the sad part, that we're still being looked at as slaves when we have been free since, forever. I would say 1965 was the civil rights. When we got civil rights, and we're still looked at as less than human. We got to smile for white people as we're walking down the street just to make them feel at ease.
How'd I?
Well, they say in the year 2030, 2040, blacks will be the minority. I think we already are.
I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be the Mexicans. I think that's why
I really believe
they're going to be the minority or the majority.
Already the majority. I said the minority.
African Americans. I think we
my
rule over
last
mainstream
statement.
culture.
I said in the future, blacks will be the minority. No, we are the minority, but we will be the majority. We will be the majority, and the whites will be the minorities. That's what they say. But I already think we are the majority now.
Shit.
I mean, even now, even when you look at it, black and brown people here in California. I mean, you see white people, sure, but for the most part, you see mostly, the Latin folks.
Yeah.
Brown skin. Like at my job right now, I'm the only black face that you see.
You go to Inglewood, bro. You go to Inglewood.
You done found all of them. I was like, oh, there you is. There you is.
It's so beautiful, Inglewood, y'all.
I live in Inglewood.
Inglewood, California, for all my listeners and watchers around the country and around the world. Inglewood. Y'all gotta go to Inglewood. There's some fountains in Inglewood. Whatever you like. Girls, guys, whatever you like. They there. They there. Fine ones. But in Hollywood, you get fine ones too, because you get people like actors and writers and directors. And everyone has like a kind of style about themselves. And even if you're not the finest person, then you dress fine, or So
I think a lot of people have.
Yeah,
a lot of people here in Hollywood have goals, and they are living their truth. I would say because a lot of people that live out here, they're definitely in the entertainment business.
Yeah,
and they're living their dream.
Which is important, I feel.
Absolutely.
Create your own reality.
Absolutely, create your own reality. I stand by that 100%.
I'm just thinking about all the people that's died.
Like
in general?
I'm like whom? What are you supposed to
Yeah, like what?
I'm like who you referring?
Let's think about all the people. I mean, Malcolm X was definitely, when you said Malcolm, I was like, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I mean, soldiers, that was just that ride. I feel like we don't have that right now. I mean, like, we have our Farrakhan. But who else do we have that's like riding, who's giving us that knowledge, who's like out here? It's just like, shit just fell apart. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of us are looking for that leader, but I feel like you've got to be that leader yourself. Mm-hmm. And it starts with you. But I am waiting for that leader to emerge. And I'm ready for a movement. I'm tired of like these one-day movements where we get our Instagram and Facebook posts, but then the next day we don't do anything.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people out here that fight the consistent fight. It's just like a lot of it is just not advertised or caught on footage. You know what I mean? Because I feel like to be consistent, I feel like anytime there's a march, everybody should be out marching. When there's like a gay march, when there's a women's march, when there's a black march, when there's a whatever, you know what I mean? If everybody's so for change,
but everyone's for change for play.
Yeah,
you on Instagram and Facebook being a gangster, like, oh, this shouldn't be happening, but you don't contact your senator, you don't vote. You don't go out and try to do any kind of,
It's the thing to do. It's called riding the wave. I feel
and
like
that's a sad thing.
I agree. Like I feel like some people are perpetrating. Like some people, like for instance,
protest.
I don't think people truly want to protest.
But I think black people are scared. Like I remember my grandmother and my auntie talking to me because I would be pro-black in college, pro-black.
I don't remember you being pro-black in college
because it got stopped really quickly. Posting things like Du Bois and talking about double consciousness and Booker T. Washington and just saying like quotes and trying to wake my people up. Like when you're trying to wake your people up, people get tired and irritated of you.
They do. I agree.
And I think like our older generation, they have this mentality that the white man will come kill you, nigga. He will come kill you. You better stop that shit. So I think a lot of us kind of got that same mentality. Like, nigga, you might get killed if you do some crazy shit out here.
Honestly,
so people trying to live out here, you know?
I feel like people in this generation would be more active if it wasn't for technology. Like, you know, we're so we're so consumed with our phones and other gadgets and, you know, social media. Now imagine if we didn't have that. I think people would truly be more active in their communities and actually doing something. Like, you know, our grandparents and our great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, they didn't have all that shit.
But social media makes us all more connected too, so it has its advantages. But I can see the separation. Like people aren't talking to each other; everyone's meeting each other online instead of meeting each other in spaces that are communal. But they can, like, you know, really get the gauge on someone instead of a picture that they post that they look bomb as hell. When you see them in person, you be like, whoa,
who is this person?
Who are you now? You are false flagging.
You know, face to face. It is said the face to face communication it's not the same anymore. It's a lot of people aren't going to know how to hold a conversation when they meet someone.
So you really think that's what's stopping people from protesting and from really getting involved, and because of social media?
I think more people are comfortable behind the screen than in public and protesting around a group of people. Like, I really believe that is hindering many people from, you know, protesting. I really do. Like, you can be yourself behind the screen, behind your phone. You don't have to go out. You can protest online. You can protest on Twitter. You know, you don't have to go in the streets and protest. And some people are more comfortable knowing that, like, they're hidden, like they're behind the screen. You know, some people are afraid to be caught on camera protesting. You know, they may, you know, their job may penalize them or something. Like, there are many reasons why.
And I really think that's the whole scary part. Like, we're scared as a culture to really stand up. But I feel like it's because there's so many times we continue to get brought back down. And I feel like black culture in general, that we always stand up for everybody, but no one stands up for us.
Correct. I agree.
And we always are the poster childs of, like, black and proud and just, like, universal things that everyone should have, but no one stands up for us. And I feel like that's a problem. Like, my Asian friend, James, really good friend. He was just here. He's probably going to talk shit that I was talking about right now. But he was just telling me about the Asian community. Like, they just go out here and make their money. Like, they're discriminated against every freaking day. The way they talk, white people make fun of them. They try to discriminate them from making money, just like us. But they don't never talk about it because they're just about getting their money and taking that money back to wherever they are, or try to live the best life, you know, away from all that drama. But we get in the face because we feel like this is our country. I mean, a lot of our family, they've been here generations. Like, this is our country. Let's be honest. Like, the only thing that connects us is the skin color, this black skin color. If you didn't have this black skin color, we wouldn't be connected, because that's how I feel like far removed we are from each other. I can walk down the street and a brother wanted to say shit to me. He'll look at me like, who the fuck are you? That's how they got us so removed. Like, in Africa, that shit wasn't going on. Who are you? Who child are you from? Who you from? Like, we were on it.
And then also I feel like in the Asian culture, like, I feel like you can see all throughout LA, they have grocery stores, you know what I mean? They have businesses where their people go and shop, so their money stays in there. Versus in the black community, we really don't have that unless you're usually somewhere where it's a predominantly black neighborhood. But like the Asian people have their Asian markets, and then they also have a market that is targeted to people that are not even really Asian, like beauty supply stores. You know what I mean? Our money is going into that culture, but we don't necessarily have that really, which I feel like we're trying to eventually build. I feel like now we know that it doesn't exist, but which it did exist, once upon a time in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but then Black Wall Street, but then white people bombed it, and then now it's gone. So who knows?
What I'm saying, and I think that's why our older generation, they just feel like anything that we try to create is gonna get broken down, and I feel like that's the problem right now. That they feel like our shit is just gonna crash and die. But I just feel like we just gotta keep the faith, and maybe we need to go take our land for ourselves. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
We just gotta get all the ignorant people out. We'll be alright.
Yes, we gotta.
I'm so sorry, my contacts are so
dry. A lot of ignorant white people. There's a lot of ignorant Mexican people, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Irish people, European, Danish, African folks, Chinese people, Thai people, you name it, Australian people. Every people, okay, ignorant folks out in these places. Okay, that was awesome, guys.
It was hot.
That was litty, that's my word, litty. I had a blast talking to you guys today.
It was lit.
Oh my god, episode 3. I want everyone to tell your social media so we can get your following up, and I want everyone to follow the Marcus Show on Instagram, the Marcus Show on Facebook, the Marcus Show on Twitter, and download and subscribe to this podcast. Let's get these people and listen to the vibes. So I want Anthony to go first. Give the people your social media.
So my Instagram is Anthony ANTHONYD as in dog, Willis WILLIS on Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
And you can find me at Latrell Del Rey. You know Lana Del Rey? So just say Latrell, LATRELL Del Rey.
That's cute. You're a real fan.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan.
But and you guys can find me at the Marcus Show. What a C. C is in Charlie. Hey. But that was the show. Thanks you guys for listening.
Thank you guys for watching
and liking and sharing and discussing, and to all my international friends around the world.
International. Found the
around the world. Korea, I love y'all. Keep Africa, the positive energy going.
Pesos, euros, pounds.
And just be you and share your light, your energy to other people. Rock on.
Awesome.